I think at N26 what we tried to do is we tried first of all to build a product that is as easy to use as, for example, Spotify or Google Maps. So I think that's key. Like having an app that's just, it's very hard to describe. It's just something, and most of the people will know when using different apps. Some they just like to use, some others they don't like to use. So it's really the key experience. How is the app to use? How does it feel on the phone? And then I think for us it's the simplicity that makes that great, and it's the transparency that we give to customers. For us it's really simplicity, transparency, and then really the design of the app and how does it feel. I think the beauty of products and user experience is also the simplicity. And I think all banks and also we are facing kind of the complexity of financial life in general. So I think what we tried at N26, we tried to integrate all this unbundling what's going on into N26 directly. So we're, for example, integrated with TransferWise. So if you do an international transfer, in the background it's done by TransferWise, but you as a customer, you don't have to care about signing up with them, doing another verification process with them. It's all because you are with N26 as your bank. You can do it with us and just use TransferWise with 2 clicks. We have done the same for a savings product, for example. If you are with N26 and you look for a high interest savings product, what we did is we integrated about 10 to 15 banks in Europe, and you can use them with one click, and you can invest, for example, 15,000 euros with them and get a very attractive interest rate. And you choose the bank you want to be with. So I think the trend is going to, and we see that it's going to rebundling all that is happening and unbundling all the great startups out there, taking on a niche, putting it together in one app and making it very easy to use. And at the core of all is your core account experience. So your current account, your card, and if you have their great experience and then plug in these players, in the end you will, N26 is today already has the better offers in all of these niches because we use the best players on the market. So we have a very attractive interest rate, we are very attractive fees on international transfers, the best rates you can get actually. And the same is true for investment products or a credit product because we also integrated partners there. I think everything that is done in FinTech especially is nothing secret. So I think it's going in that direction, and banks obviously have also people working on these things. And the question in the end is the execution. What we found within N26, and we also look at traditional offerings, we also work partly with more traditional banks. If you look at the savings products that we're offering, in the end the money is then with a very traditional bank. So I think both have kind of chances to integrate and to open up, but what we see traditionally is, or what we've seen over the last 12 months is that startups are most of the time faster, they offer a better product at a better value. And if this is the case, then we integrate the one that has the best value for our customers, and normally that's in 90% of the cases startups. I think for N26 it's a very good question because we're one of the only players taking on the big model. So we're not saying we're producing something for a niche, but we're going for the consumer and his main bank account. And I think that's kind of something that we take on, we think we can take on because our product, we produce it at a much lower cost base because we have no IT legacy and we have different organizational structures. So we can actually produce at a much lower cost but deliver our product to consumers at a better value at the same time. And I think going forward, it's a question. I think for the niche products, it will be much more working together with traditional banks. But in the end, I see the traditional banks more delivering the specific products. But in the end, the question is who is going to own the customer and who has the trust of the customer. And that's what we're trying to do at N26. And there will be maybe others that try that too. But that's where the key is. And the successful companies will be those who get trust of the customers, not those who underwrite the credit. I think underwriting a credit, everybody can do if you have capital. So I think trust is built by different factors. The first one for us is the transparency that people get. So if you have an account running with N26, everything happens in real time, and therefore you can always see and control what's happening on your account. And that's building kind of trust. That's building trust into what you're seeing. If something is wrong, you can immediately block the card. So it's the real-time control and transparency that we're giving to customers. I think the second thing, and that has especially changed over the last 10 years, is 10 years ago, if you wanted to start a new bank, you would have to invest maybe 100 million euros into traditional marketing channels. Today how it works, the transparency that people get through Facebook, social media, also the App Store, is to be gained quickly for a new company. And it's for us, people, I mean, if you go into the App Store, you download an app, you look at the reviews, and there are 100 or 205 or 1,000 good reviews, then this is building a lot of trust that it would have taken years and a lot of investment early on. So it comes down to producing the right product and the fairness vis-a-vis the customer. And if you do that, that is going to build this trust. And that's also why most of our customers are actually coming organically to our platform, because we have that trust. People talk about the product and they're excited about it. So the key to trust is the product that you build, the transparency within the product, and the usability of the product going forward, and that leading to a great viral potential within the social media channels.